Hi friends, I hope you're staying well wherever you are in the world. For today's video, I'm going to take you with me as I tidy up our home and do some plant care, which also turns out to be a form of self-care. Taking care of my plants is a very meditative experience for me. It calms my nerves, makes me happy when I see new growth, and I love the way I feel in my home being surrounded by so much life. So it got me thinking. There's a lot our plants can actually teach us about life. That's what I want to share with you today, the lessons I've learned from my plants that have helped me in my own journey and personal growth. Before we dive in, if you're feeling this video so far, go ahead and hit subscribe. I'll also link the products I'm using in the description below, and I'll link to related blog posts with my home decor and some plant care tips you might be interested in. Alrighty, let's dive into it. Here are the 5 lessons I've learned from my plants. Number 1, celebrate the small things. We live in a world that praises productivity, achievement, and the busier you are, the more important you seem. And sometimes it can feel as though we're chasing one dream after the next without ever really slowing down to celebrate the small wins along the way. When I see a baby leaf sprout, it reminds me to celebrate the small things, because as you nourish these small ideas and small steps forward, it adds up to eventually become what is actually the journey of your life. Number 2, true wellness begins in the home. Just like a healthy plant begins with healthy soil, the same can be true for humans as well. Our wellness begins where we are planted, aka our homes, our environment. I'm a big believer in creating a cozy and intentional space that makes me feel supported, relaxed, and inspired. I'm very mindful of clutter, knowing it gives me anxiety, and I highly prioritize organization, low to non-toxic products, and plants that help clean the air. When it comes to belongings, less is more, but when it comes to plants, more is more. Number 3, grow towards the light. We've all heard the saying, energy flows where attention goes. And it's true. The more we focus on the good in our life, the more we will attract the goodness in abundance. I'm guilty of letting one negative message in a sea of loving and kind messages wreck my spirit. If you've ever felt this, I believe it comes from wanting to be seen for who we are, and when someone misjudges that, it can be very hurtful. But I'm learning to grow towards the light, see the good around me, and put more weight into the positive. Number 4, it's okay to outgrow your pot. It's normal to outgrow something and seek change. Whether you've outgrown your job, your style, the city you live in, a relationship, or an old way of thinking, we need to allow ourselves space to grow and adapt, and support the fact that we will continue to outgrow our pots for the rest of our lives, because that just means we are expanding as human beings. Growth is something to be celebrated and supported, even when it can be painful. Lastly, number 5, cut off the dead leaves. Why must we prune a plant in the first place? Well, it's because dead leaves cause stress to your plant. When you cut them off, it allows your plants to give more nutrients and energy to the rest of the plant, allowing it to thrive. In other words, if we don't prune our own lives, the dead weight can hold us back. Let go of what's not serving you so you can get unstuck and step into your power. Thank you all so much for watching this video. I am Jules, and I'll see you next time.